Wait, what? Did you see that grenade? Oh, I can't believe this game's going to make me do this.
Fucking roll!
Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I am doing a Mighty game review on a game titled Bombshell. Yes, that Bombshell that's related to also the other title, Ion Fury. Going to talk a little bit about the game. Now there's quite a few differences here with Bombshell compared to Ion Fury. Bombshell is actually first, Ion Fury is a prequel to Bombshell. Let's start with the developers, Interceptor Entertainment. The publisher is 3D Realms, same publisher as Ion Fury. It uses the Unreal 3 engine. It is a multi-directional shooter over being a first-person shooter that Ion Fury was. And it was released January of 2016 for Windows PC. Now, there's some caveats here. Originally, this game was supposed to be a Duke Nukem game. This is one of the very few screenshots I found of Duke Nukem Mass Destruction, and from what I understand, it was mostly completed until Randy Pitchford stepped in. Oh my god, saying his name just seems greasy. But apparently there was this whole schmeal and idea about putting Duke in the Bulletstorm remake, where they did the Duke World Tour thing and got John St. John, yes, the Duke himself, to do voice lines and question his life for this whole Duke tour for Bulletstorm, which I've already done a review as well for Bulletstorm. That being said, John St. John is also in this game, and he is the voice for Dr. Haskell, which is actually pretty cool because he's also the voice for Dr. Haskell for Ion Fury. So he's not just Duke Nukem now, folks. He's also Dr. Haskell whenever it comes to doing Bombshell titles. A couple things I want to talk about here. The game, while it is a multi-directional shooter, actually it looks more isometric than multi-directional to me. Maybe I'm missing something here. But it does have RPG elements to it. It's also got glory kills. I just did a glory kill there. The one you saw earlier was the glory kill that you use a bowling bomb for. So it was nice to find out actually where the bowling ball bombs came from. And they work exactly the same way as they do in Ion Fury. I'm going to use Ion Fury a lot here because I've actually played Ion Fury before this game. And Ion Fury made me interested in this game. Now, a couple things. The character does gain levels, which the character then gains perk points, which can be used to increase her health, her special attacks, her special moves, if you will. As well as she collects KY. Okay, I don't think it's that kind of KY. But KY as a currency to upgrade her weapons, buy ammunition, other things of that nature. I actually do have a bit of a snippet here that shows that a little bit later in the gameplay footage. Now I'm going to talk about what I liked and what I disliked about the game here, folks. All jokes aside here, the graphics for 2015, I don't think are all too bad. They seem to look just fine to me. I did see some graphic glitches though. I seen some dead enemies bugging out, which I've only seen one or two of those. And I noticed the glory kill for the bowling bomb is the bowling bomb itself is glitched out like you seen previously. And that wasn't a one-time instance. That happened to me actually a total of 3 times. Now, admittedly speaking, I did not go really deep into this game, which I'll get into here in a bit. And mostly it's got to do with isometric shooters. I'm not really good with isometric shooters, and honestly, I don't really enjoy isometric shooters. More about that in a bit. The weapons, they sounded fine to me. The explosions sounded fine. I wouldn't say the weapons were anything overly fancy with the sounds, but they sounded like they should. You know, the minigun sounded like a minigun. It's a flak cannon. Sounded like a shotgun. Even for some odd reason made a pump action noise. I don't know why. Seems like it should be a semi-automatic now I think about it. The environment graphics, they're really good. I like the look of the environments. I really don't like traversing the environments, which once again, that's got to do with isometric shooter. There's different types of pickups, not just KY. There's ammo pickups, there's health pickups, which there's health orbs, which are red. There's also blue orbs, which are armor. Armor is regenerating, health is not, but you can carry med kits in its stead. That's really all I liked about this game, unfortunately, which is nothing to actually really brag about. What I disliked about the game is, well, first off, it's an isometric shooter. I personally don't like isometric shooters or multi-directional shooters, whatever the hell they want to call this thing. It's primarily an isometric shooter. The environments, traversing the environments because of the isometric angle sucked, especially because it makes you do platforming. And what's the worst thing that you make someone do in an isometric shooter other than platforming? I don't know how many times I died doing that. Which, that being said, when you die, there's two different options. One, you can respawn, which you pay KY. Oh my God, KY. We're gonna overuse this KY joke. You use KY to respawn. I'm not sure if it's a set percentage. It was 5% of whatever I was carrying, which is kind of like one of those of why don't you just make it a certain straight amount, but whatever. Or you can restart at a checkpoint. Now your progress is saved. So all the enemies you killed, your upgrades that you took and stuff like that is, whatever. You keep it, you don't lose it, even if you decide to restart at a checkpoint. So I guess that's a benefit. And you are going to die in this game quite often because it makes you do platforming in an isometric shooter. I don't even want to get into that. Couple graphic glitches, nothing huge. I didn't really see any huge glitches. Just the biggest problem is just the isometric view. The other thing too is this is the maximum zoom out. I can't see further than this. Now, if I hold the Alt key, I can kind of pan out a little bit more. Unfortunately, it's not much, and it's not really helpful when you're trying to run and gun and other things like that. And that being said, because of, honestly, the shitty camera work in this game, that's actually what turned me off the most, which is usually what turns me off of isometric shooters, is just enemies would come in screen, know exactly where I am, they would already be shooting. Some of the enemies are really small and honestly hard to see in the environment. There is multiple different types of environments. I've seen that there's other types of environments and other videos than that for Bombshell. But honestly, folks, I sunk about 2.5 hours in this game. Oh, the video clips here. I missed the video clips. The video clips look great. And the character models aren't too bad, although Bombshell's robotic arm looks a little wacky to me. But that being said, guys, I know isometric shooter. I know I do have something against isometric shooters. And I've never really played an isometric shooter I really liked outside of Smash TV on the Super Nintendo. That being said, the game is available on Steam for $35. Let me give you a tip. Save yourself $12 and buy Ion Fury. It's a better game. Anyway, folks, that is my review of Bombshell. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a great day.